Good evening and welcome to Netzach Israel's daily Kitzur Shulchan Aruch. Tonight we're going to learn Siman Kuf Mem Dalad Halachas Kibbutz Rabbi V'Zokein V'Talmid Chacham V'Kohen Ovoiteh Seifim. 9 Seifim of the halachas of respecting one's teacher as well as an old man, a Talmid Chacham, and the Kohen. Seif Aleph. Chayav Adam B'Chvoid Rabbi V'Yirasei Yosim V'Shal Aviv. A person is obligated to respect his teacher, his rabbi, and to fear him more so than his father. Because one's father brings him into this world, the physical material world, but one's teacher, one's rabbi, brings him into the world of the life of the world to come. Obviously, if one's father teaches one Torah, then one's father has the halacha of both. Seif base. Kasiv, it says in the Pasuk, you shall rise up before old age and honor the face of the old man. Zokein, Zepir Roshai, Talmid Chacham. Zokein, it means a Talmid Chacham. Commission Emor, as it says in the Pasuk, Asfali Shivimish, Mizikne Yisrael, gather me 70 men from the Zikne, from the elders of Israel. And clearly there, V'Hassam Vadai B'Chachmat Ali Milsa, the Torah is referring to people who are wizened in age, wizened in wisdom, sorry. As is written in the Pasuk, about whom you know that they are the elders of the people and their officers. Therefore, there is a mitzvah in the Torah to get up for a Talmid Chacham who is distinguished in his Torah learning, even if he's not so old in years. Rabbi is not his own teacher. Likewise, one is obligated to get up, to stand up for someone who's old. That means he's 70 years old, even if he's not learned, providing he isn't evil. Even an elderly Gentile, one must speak politely to them and give them a hand to support them. Seif Gimel. 3 people who are walking, one of them who is a rabbi. The Rav goes in the middle, slightly in front, and the 2 others walk slightly behind him. The others walk slightly off to the side, the more prominent to the right, and the others to the left. Seif Dalad. It is a great sin to embarrass or to shame Talmidei Chachamim, Torah sages, or to hate them. Yerushalayim itself was not destroyed until they embarrassed, until they shamed, until they disgraced Talmidei Chachamim. Shenemar, as it says in the Pasuk in Divrei Yamim, they mocked the messengers of Hashem, of Voizim Devarov, despised his words, or Mitata'im B'Nevi'ov, and they scoffed at his prophets. Kalaima, that means Voizim Malamedei Devarov, they despise the teachers of his words. Likewise, this is what the Torah says, if you will despise my statutes. That means the teachers of my statutes you will despise. Anyone who disgraces the Chachamim, the wise ones, does not have a portion in the world to come. This person is included in someone who despises Hashem's word, and it's likewise it's forbidden to use someone as a servant, someone who studies halacha. Seif Hey. Talmid Chacham a Talmid Chacham who has merchandise to sell. We don't allow anyone else to offer any competition to offer the similar merchandise until the Talmid Chacham has sold his first. And this specifically applies when there are no non-Jewish people who are selling the same thing. But if there are non-Jewish people who are going to sell it anyway, and that's not something that we can police, then that doesn't apply and everyone can sell. Because it's not going to be any gain to the Talmid Chacham. And we don't cause a loss to the other merchants in such a scenario. They're going to be the only ones to lose out, but the Talmid Chacham isn't going to gain. Seif Vav. Someone who is recognized, established as the Talmud Chacham in his generation, or as a Talmud Chacham, someone who particularly recognized as particularly knowledgeable and as a Talmud Chacham. What does that mean? Someone who literally knows how to do business in the Torah. In other words, he's familiar how to learn and understand properly. Or maybe and he understands with his knowledge most places throughout Shas, throughout the Talmud and the Poskim. But and the Torah is his life, literally is his trade. Even if he does have a little business on the side to support him as much as his household needs, but not necessarily to make him rich. And so long as he's free from his business, he delves into Torah. Halachically, this person is exempt from any taxes and duties, even if the person is financially rich. Even individual taxes which are levied on the individual. In such a case, the members of the city, the residents, are obligated to pay this on his behalf. Everything depends obviously on the goodwill of the important residents of the city. A Talmud Chacham who disregards the mitzvahs and doesn't have any Yirah Shamayim, doesn't fear Hashem, is like the least worthy member, of the congregation. A Kohen and a Yisrael who are equal in wisdom. There is a Torah mitzvah to give the Kohen preference. Shenemar, it says in the Pasuk, "L'kidashta shall honor him." And how rabbis of blessed memory explain this. It refers to any matter of Kedusha. That means for everything that is important, who Mukdash, the Kohen, is considered holy. He should be the first one to be called up for an aliyah, for laning. And the first speaker in any public gathering. To speak and to preach first. Likewise, the Kohen should speak first, be invited to speak first at any council. Likewise, at any type of Suda, the Kohen should be given first, asked first to lead the benching, and to say Hamoitzi on behalf of everyone else. And one should give him a finer portion before the other people who are seated at the meal. However, if there are Yisraelim who are greater than him in Chachma, so you've got a rabbi's table, then you give the Chacham the finer portion first. However, if the Kohen is taking any type of partnership with his friend who is a non-Kohen, Yisrael, one does not need to give the Yisrael the finer portion, because that wouldn't be respectful in everyone else that he takes the nicer portion. Because anyone who takes a nicer portion for himself will not see a Siman Bracha, a sign of blessing forever, because it reflects badly and other people will be jealous. When there isn't a Kohen, then one should give preference and precedence to the Levi in all these scenarios, providing that they are equal in Chachma. Obviously, if there is a Talmud Chacham, a prestigious person, they will still get first. It is forbidden to misuse, to treat a Kohen as a servant, even nowadays. It's considered as me'ila, that means stealing something that's holy, a sanctified object. As it says in the Pasuk, and he shall be considered holy, because the bread of your God he is offering up. Even nowadays that we no longer have sacrifices, but nonetheless the Kohen still remains with his holiness. However, if the Kohen forgoes on his honor, then that is permissible. In other words, the Kohen is entitled to say, I don't want to bench first, I'd like someone else to have that honor. Because the kahuna, the state of being a Kohen, is his own. And is able to be moichel to forgive literally on his honor and to give the permission to Israel to use it. But the more so that the Kohen is able to bestow honor to a Yisrael to allow the Yisrael to come before him in the matters, in the examples brought above. Thank you for watching.